Can I make something good out of this? Can I make something good out of this? Chances are you will not be missed, 'cause you don't give a shit. Can I make something good out of this? You could be late, you could be true, you could be underneath my shoe. Sometimes you're the only one who's strong, then I'll be devastated if I'm wrong. I am the one you love to hate, but you cannot devastate. It will be interesting, I'm sure, 'cause I want more. Can I make something good out of this? Can I pretend that something is missing? Chances are you will not be missed, 'cause you don't give a shit. Can I make something good out of this? You will be late, you could be too, you could be underneath my shoe. Sometimes you're the only one who's strong, and I'll be devastated if I'm wrong. I am the one you love to hate, but you cannot devastate. It will be interesting, I'm sure, but I want more. You could be late, you could be true, you could be underneath my shoe. Times you're the only one who's strong, and I'll be devastated if I'm wrong. I am the one you love to hate, but you cannot devastate. It will be interesting, I'm sure, 'cause I want more. I want more from you, yeah, more. I want more, I want more, I want more from you, yeah, more. I want more, I want more, I want more from you, yeah, more. I want more, I want more, I want more from you, yeah, more. More from you, yeah, more. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you?
people! Here we go. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Oh, do you need anything like I need you? Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you? Oh. Let's go. How we doing? How's it going? Good to see me. Let's go. Good to see you too. Tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Political punk merch. We'll get there. We will get there one day. Yeah. 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 Now, you slept most of the day? Let's go. Dude, I did not really sleep at all. I barely slept today.
This is it, I'm tired of explaining.
It's too late because everyone is waiting. That's great. Why are you complaining? You're on blue. If I'm unsure, will anybody notice? It's my fault because I love you on purpose. I'm insecure or just a little nervous. You're on blue. Who knows you're on blue? When every bruise looks good on you. Tell me who knows you're on blue. When every bruise looks good on you.
You found out that nobody is perfect, and you doubt that
Let's go!
perfect. Look around, the
World is a circus, you're on blue.
So provoking.
Let's go, proud liberal, thank you!
Are you joking? I
Need some attention.
And nothing working to change your direction.
You're on blue. Who knows you're on blue? When every bruise looks good on you. Tell me who knows you're on blue. When every bruise looks good on you.
Why won't you?
Dude, let's go!
Are you gonna deny this?
Do the best you can. I haven't got a plan, but I'm gonna survive this. That's just who I am. Let's go! Dude, 2 days to Epstein.
When you're on blue, you keep everything inside of you. You try to play it cool. Sometimes you gotta break the rules. I don't know why you are confused. All you need is a little bit of attitude.
Dude, the jerkin dance!
Yeah,
Come on!
this is it.
I'm tired of explaining.
It's too late because
Everyone is waiting.
That's great. So why are you complaining?
You're on blue.
If I'm unsure,
Will anybody notice?
it's my fault because I love you on purpose. I'm insecure or just a little nervous.
You're on blue. looks good on you. Tell me who knows you're on blue. Every bruise looks good on you. Oh, dude, that was, I gotta be honest, that was always my curse. Like, the bruises always look good on me, boss. That's a problem. Let's go. Dude, how we doing? Wednesday night. Holy shit. Like, what a crazy fucking day, right? Dude, what a crazy fucking day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just feel some girls do love scars and bruises. They do indeed. They love a fixer, right? Dude, I left many girls a wondering, probably I shouldn't have tried to fix that guy. Dude, so, like, the deadline's fucking Friday for Epstein. And what's happening tomorrow? Some big Trump announcement. I mean, are we going to war with Venezuela? Like, what is going on with these guys? Anything to block the Epstein shit? This shit is crazy. Like, yeah, every day gets crazier than the last. And 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗪, I don't know if you guys read that piece. I have not finished reading the whole piece. We're going to dip into it a little bit. I was busy editing. Dude, I made good video today. Dude, the Barron Trump and Melania video, that's some good shit. That video's doing well. I'm happy about that because, like, I'd been middling for a couple of weeks. But she's auditioning, man. You know what I'm saying? 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗪, like, when you think about it, why would she do that? Why would she go on the record for 11 interviews? You know? I mean, you know why. She was going to give the straight dope. She knows that Trump is a disaster. I think she's auditioning for her next job. I think she's trying to distance herself, right? I mean, she is distancing herself. She's basically saying, I got brought on to do this job, and I'm doing this job, but, like, I'm going to distance myself from this wreckage publicly. You know she's doing it. Banned from commenting on Instagram after messaging the Heritage Foundation. Coincidence? I think not. Probably not, soft meat. Let's go. Dude, you know what I mean? I mean, she is careful for stairs. Yeah, if I was her, I would definitely stay away from staircases for the next, like, 3 years, right? Do not be near the staircases. Do not. Dude, well, you know what it is, guys, is Trump is politically toxic. He is. And I think everybody knows he's going to get more politically toxic, right? He is, because the Epstein shit, they fucked up. They made a grave miscalculation, okay? You know what I'm saying? She said they cherry picked. Yeah, but you know what's funny? They had tapes, right? This whole, like, context. You know, what context do you need for some of those quotes? You know what I mean? The Vanity Fair close-ups were crazy. I mean, in particular, can we look at this one? Everybody, all the Maga were having a fit. All the Maga were having a fit about this image, right? But, like, dude, I thought this image was, like, made so much sense. You know what I'm saying? I really did, with Caroline Leavitt. And I explained this in a tweet, but I'm going to explain why I think this image makes so much sense. Because, one, the only thing Trump ever mentions is her face and her lips. Right? That's all he ever talks about. Oh, her beautiful face. Oh, her face, her machine gun lips, her lips. Bap, 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 bap. Right? So there you go. That's it. But I think there's a deeper thing here that at play with this, with these close-up shots, is is the fact that the Trump administration, none of them can zoom out, guys. They can't zoom out at all. They don't zoom out ever. They never zoom out. They get like laser over focused on the stupidest sort of like whatever, the tariffs, the one person they're trying to get retribution with, the like overturning the executive orders, auto pen, right? They get so zoned in on these little inconsequential things, and they never pull back. They never do. They never zoom out and see the big picture of their fucking actions ever. And he didn't in the first administration. And here we are years later, still doing it. I think the editorial decision with these pictures is fucking genius, man. This is the kind of shit that is like metaphorical. I mean, think about it. Think about how in your face they are all the time, 24/7, in your face. They're in your face, in your face, in your face. They're constantly lying. They're constantly being aggressive. They are constantly trying to dominate every corner of every media cycle on every platform and eke their way into every fiber of our existence. You know? And this shit just like blew their doors off, dude. I have not seen coping like, oh my God, the coping. I got blocked by a handful of people today. I did, dude. Oh, dude, they were sending me, boss. They were sending me. At first, I was like, I don't even want to get involved in this shit show. And then I decided to get in there with the woman, the Target content creator woman who was like, talking to that old lady. Remember the old lady Target worker? Which I totally get. Like, dude, a department store letting someone wear political fucking wear. I mean, unless that shirt is sold in Target, that seemed weird. I probably would have given that lady some shit too. I don't think I would have filmed it. That's why I didn't sleep. No, the reason I didn't sleep was like, I don't know. I was just having a manic tear, right? I slept for like an hour on my floor. And then I, made the videos, and in particular, I was kind of like trying to craft the Barron one to make that good. And it turned out well. I'm glad I did. I took a little extra time with that one, moving some shit around and incorporating some other pieces. But I've just been manic. I've been manic like the last day, I have, dude. Yeah, no, I know her nose is orange, right? Her nose is orange, dude, right? You could see it. That shit is crazy. Like, what a wild photograph, dude. Yeah, no, the Barron one is doing really good. That one, I knew that one was either going to hit or it was going to get suppressed, right? And it hit. Let's go. I did make a short from that one, though, that got totally suppressed, so I deleted the short. It was just getting, like, I don't know, sometimes the shorts algorithm doesn't push shit like that. Some of the risque sort of things. YouTube shorts can be a little weird about that. Dude, like, man, there's just, the energy is wild. Like, I feel like the buildup to the Epstein shit is really crazy. If you leave comments that are 8 words or more, it helps push the video. Nice. Dude, go. Yeah, leave comments. 8 words or more on every video. Let's go. Dude, the energy, though, building up to this Epstein stuff is fucking crazy. It is. Dude, doing God's work, let's go. I'm doing somebody's work. I'm doing Buddha's work. The Buddha's work. I'm doing 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Dude. Oh, shit. That shit is amazing. I want to see the other pictures. Hold on. Let me pull up Let's pull up to Vanity Fair. Let me grab this. Let me get Vanity Fair in the launcher. Because that's on their Instagram. There it is. All right. There it is. So pull up. There it is. Okay. So let's look at him. Dude, right? Inside the eye of the hurricane. Dude, let's see the other images. There's dude, is that Bondi? Or is that Caroline Leavitt? Dude, is that Caroline Leavitt? I thought that was Pam Bondi with the fucking body job, dude. She looks so different there, doesn't she? Like, that doesn't even look like her. And where's her big meaty cross? Right? Where's her big meaty cross? Where's her giant... Dude, I thought, I was like, did Pam Bondi quit doing Ozempic? Like, no way, boss. Right? The mouthpiece, the combative White House secretary, fields questions from the press corps with all the subtlety of a Rottweiler. Right? Dude, right? You know what I'm saying? Then, oh shit, boss. Jesus. What the fuck? Dude, Scavino. Oh my God, dude. James Blair. Dude, they have everybody in here. See, again though, right? These, like, to see them balk about this stuff is pretty outrageous. Marco Rubio, right? RFK Jr., what a fucking clown, dude. Dude, RFK Jr. is the biggest clown in government. Dude, he's a bigger clown than fucking Trump is, bro. He is. RFK Jr., what an idiot. Look at these guys. Dude, this is like the ugliest administration I've ever seen, man. They all look so stern. They all look so, like, stern. And, dude, Marco needs to get a fucking tailor, bro. Like, homie needs to fix his shit, dude. Him and JD Vance, they need a tailor. Dude, you can't believe people are taking them seriously. See, that's just it. Nobody's taking them seriously. You know, I mean, fucking the Maga are taking them seriously, right? But to Maga don't even care about their personalities. Maga just cares about their thrashing, okay? That's all they care about is the thrashing. You know, these photos are actually really good, right? The photos are super good, dude, right? They're really good photos. Dude, that one is wild, bro. Dude, she looks like E.T. Dude. I thought this photo was really interesting. You know, because I saw this photo in the article, and when I saw this photo, I was like, man, like, what made her take this job? You know what I'm saying? Like, what made her take this job? I mean, you just have to have a fundamental, I don't know. You got to have a fundamental flaw to go and work for these people. And you know what it was, though? You know what it really seems like it was? Is DeSantis, okay? I mean, yeah, she's been involved in politics, and she became disillusioned with the Republicans. She went on the Cenk Uygur curve, where she became disillusioned with the Republicans, and she was wanting, like, some aggression, wanting to work out that resentment. And you know what it was? It was DeSantis, guys. She worked for DeSantis. She helped DeSantis become governor of Florida. Okay? He was an underdog, and she was on Team DeSantis. She helped him win the governorship, and then he fired her. Okay? He fired her and, like, got really, like, upset at her and I guess berated her, and she was, like, upset by that. And so I think she went to work with Trump to, like, fuck DeSantis over, right? You know what I'm saying? I think she went to work with Trump like closely just to as like a fuck you to Ron DeSantis, right? She is Pat Summerall's daughter. That's who she is, right? But yeah, dude, what's the J.D. Vance quote here? Who are once a fierce critic of Trump, Wiles calls the highest ranking acolyte 180-degree transformation that Wiles calls sort of political, right? Vance spoke of the festering violence on the far left, a conspiracy theorist for a decade, right? Dude, what an idiot, bro. Dude. These people are toxic. So toxic. Dude, she's so scary looking. Right? Craziness. Dude, 11 interviews. So here it is. Here's the interview. I mean, it's in two parts. Okay? It's big. It's in two parts. You have, right? Susie Wiles, J.D. Vance, and the Junkyard Dogs. Okay? So there's two pieces to it. There's the piece one right there, and then there is piece two. Susie Wiles keeps talking. It's a pretty manic piece. Like, dude, this is a big piece. I mean, it was a year of interviews. Okay. So the thing about this though, guys, is like the context claim. I mean, whatever, you know, the context claim. Okay. All right. Whatever. That's what they always do. Right? I mean, dude, that's what Elon Musk was saying about his Roman salute. You know what I mean? They always want to claim some sort of contextual, you know, like bypass. Dude, I'm not buying it. At first, right? At first, what was interesting is how she said, well, no, Thomas, she didn't know it was off the record. Okay. She did not think it was off the record. She did not. They were recording her. They have the tapes. Like, this was a long interview process. It's like nearly a year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's real simple. I mean, I think this is pretty cut and dried. Okay. She gave them the information. She gave them some truth and some accuracy. They wrote a piece that, of course, like, how could you not be critical of Trump right now? I mean, you literally, guys, if you wrote a piece that was not critical of Trump, like, even if you're MAGA, you can't write a piece about Trump that's not critical of him. His administration has been a disaster. Failed indictments against Comey, against Tish James, right? Political retribution, only going after people that have attacked him, bullshit, fake mortgage fraud stuff, having immigration spiral out of control, okay? Masked marauders in the streets, arresting U.S. citizens, corruption, yes. Crypto and fucking, you know, car ads and just completely blowing out any sense of, like, you know, respectable, you know, relationships with not using the office to profit, like lies upon lies upon lies, blaming everything on Joe Biden, you know, promising shit on day one and not delivering on any of it. I mean, remember, guys, Trump said, I promise you your electric bill will be cut in half by the end of the year. Guys, we have 2 weeks and your electric bill is not going to be cut in half. Your electric bill is not even going to be down. It's going to be up. Your heating bill is going to be up. Your gas bill is going to be up, right? Your water bill is going to be up. Everything is up. Dude, steaks are $20. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a fucking break. Like, there's maybe a tiny bit downswing in gas prices, but that doesn't matter when everything else is more expensive, when your groceries are 30% higher, when your rent keeps going up and up, and what's more, there's no jobs. Dude, October, they just revised the October job numbers. Another 100,000 jobs gone in October. There's no jobs. Like, unemployment is at the highest rate it's been in like 5 years. Okay? It's insane. Like, unemployment is skyrocketed, right? This whole economy's in the shitter. We're just like one or two bad sort of like, happenstances away from just being crushed. I mean, man. And what's more, they attacked these really important industries. Okay? You're not going to be able to bring housing costs down if you can't build any houses. And you can't build any houses when you just deported all the fucking workers, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You just can't do it. You can't fucking, right? You literally, you cannot fucking build houses. I mean, it's going to take years, even if, the white Christian middle American people decide they're going to go out and take all those construction jobs, which they stopped taking. And it's why the immigrants were coming here, because there was work. Okay. Even if all of those white Christian middle Americans go out and get construction jobs, dude, you can't just slide in and become a drywaller or become a concrete guy. It's going to take 10 fucking years, bro, of trade schools to get those workers back. Like, that was the stupidest fucking move. I mean, one of many. I saw somebody typing measles in the chat. There's another one. Measles, right? They're going to do this. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do these fucking, they're going to pull this, vaccine schedule changes and all that. And 15 years from now, we're going to be paying the price for this. Bro. Dude, it's brutal. Dude, yeah. No, I know. Did I hear about 2 construction workers? I did not. Yeah, no, I know. All the state, federal, and local taxes. I mean, yeah, it's brutal. It feels like sabotage. I mean, it really does. I mean, it really does feel like sabotage. But I think, though, I don't know. I feel like it's purposeful, okay? Because look at what they're doing, okay? Look at what they're doing, guys. Think about this, okay? Think about this. It's what they're doing is in my eyes. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball, but it looks like they are like looting with crypto and foreign business deals. Like, Trump and his cronies are all like making billions of dollars. And then I think what they're going to do is they're going to crash the economy, and then they're going to buy. That's what it looks like they're doing. They're looting crypto. They're cashing in billions. Their billionaires are going to become trillionaires like Elon Musk. All these 1%ers are going to like double their wealth. And then they're going to crash the fucking economy, and they're going to buy everything like 2008 again. They're going to buy. And they're going to own it all. And it's going to be a once in a generational, like the same way the pandemic hit and all the wealth moved to the 1%. It's going to be a once in a generation crash and purchase that is going to put like 40% of the country owned by like 100 people. That's it. That's what I see. Just a fucking absolute crash that is going to faceplant huge portions of America, and they're not even going to care after what happens politically afterwards, because they are going to have so much wealth and they're going to own so much property that will be under their thumbs for fucking generations. You know? I mean, it's fucking brutal. It's brutal. But, I mean, if worse comes to worse, we fucking burn it all down. You know? Don't get too depressed. Because, you know, we are a revolutionary bunch, all right? I think their hubris will, in fact, get the best of them. Right? I mean, if, you know, you can only push so far, right? Dude. Oh, shit, boss. I don't know, man. That's kind of what I see. But, dude, some of these quotes in here are fucking wild. Okay? This stuff, like, let's find some of these good quotes in here. Right? I mean, this is really interesting right here, dude. Okay? Where this paragraph, very early up in the beginning, she says that Trump has an alcoholic's personality. I mean, dude, Trump's, of course he does. He's like, was probably a sex addict for most of his life, right? So he's totally, you know, got an addict's personality, right? Sex and power abuser, right? And then she fucking calls out Vance, political move, converting to Catholicism, conspiracy theorist. Of course he is. He's hanging out with Peter Thiel and all those technocrat wackos. And then Russell Vought, right? Project 2025. She calls him out for being a zealot. I mean, we know this, but it's just really interesting seeing a woman very inside. Again, this is all strategic, okay? This is strategic. Like, she did these interviews. She put the truth out there. She did it in a way where she's going to claim, you know, plausible deniability. But this is all about her distancing. Dude, everyone is distancing from Trump. Everyone is. I mean, dude, he's going down. He's going down, right? He is absolutely going down. Dude, that photo is haunting. Oh my God. Right? You know what I'm saying? That shit is haunting. Dude. I think there's something interesting here too. Like, you'll notice what she did is she made some very strategic plays. Okay? Like, for example, J6, okay? She goes in and she covers her ass on J6 and says, man, we shouldn't have done that, right? She covers her ass on immigration. Oh, we let that get out of control. We should double check that. I mean, she's very strategic. Again, guys, she didn't get this job by being unaware. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, right? Oh, she leaked some stuff. Oh, they took her out of context. They did a hit piece. Like, come on, man. She doesn't get this job. She didn't get that job because she, like, doesn't know how to play the media. Yeah, I know that literally is her job, is to create narratives, right? And to manage the fucking, right? To manage the fallout. That's literally your fucking job, dude. Oh, Lord. Right? So crazy. Yeah, this photo, though, is haunting, man. Dude, she is like scary. You know, she is not naive. Not at all. Not at all. She dumps the shit on Elon too. Okay? Right? You know what I'm saying? She dumps the shit on Elon with the ketamine, and she like calls him a genius though, so she pads the thing. But then this was the part that I thought was her most strategic part, because she defended USAID, right? And she defended Bush's PEPFAR, right? So she defended the two primary, like, mission points that were beloved and supported by all of the, regular rank and file politicians, because these are good programs. USAID, like Elon scrapped that, but dude, that was a good program. Everybody knows that USAID did like worlds of good around the globe. Okay. And people are dying worldwide. There are people from piss poor countries in Africa and Sri Lanka and other, like hard hit, economically like brutalized parts of the world. So nobody gives a shit about them. Certainly not these white Christian Republicans. They don't give a shit. But she covered and like, oh yeah, she like covered her ass, okay? In ways that like the mainstream Republicans will still hire her, okay? Dude, it's insane, man. It's insane. And like she helped pick the cabinet. I know, dude. Yeah, dude, that's just it. The US aid budget is nothing. And I mean, guys, it's the same with cutting the federal workforce. Okay? Right? You know how Trump was like, oh, the federal workforce, we need to like save money. The entire federal workforce, if you fired every person in the entire government to where there were no government workers at all, if you just got rid of all of them, that's like less than 5% of the government's budget. The workers in the government are like nothing. They are not a huge expense at all. Okay? I mean, the big expenses in government are the military and the Social Security and Medicare and right? That's it. That's really it. I mean, because you have Social Security and Medicare, and it's just all coming to, it's coming to a massive head because, they put a cap on it. So all the rich people have not paid into Social Security, but now everybody's like retiring. There's a huge aging out of all these old boomers. You know what I mean? So that's like super hard. Like we're just sort of catching up. We're, if we had 50 years of the wealthy paying their fair share of Social Security, we probably wouldn't have an issue. And there's, now everybody's, the entire older generation, they're all living longer because of medical science. And, and yeah, now the insurance is about to go up. Dude, crazy. Eliminate the cap. Absolutely. Right? See, but she covered her ass here. If there's a question about immigration, our process should double check. Right? She's covered. Yeah, man, dude, the corporate taxes, we wouldn't have to raise much. You know what I'm saying, guys? Seriously, we would not have to raise, raise the corporate taxes a couple points, raise the wealth tax on the ultra wealthy a couple points, and there would be a lot of money. There's a lot of money out there to be had. Dude, it's crazy though. This piece is sprawling, right? sprawling. But oh my God, did you see the reaction to this though? People are going to suffer. Yeah, no, we're all going to suffer. Okay? We're all going to suffer. You know? We are. Let's be honest. I mean, I feel like many of us are already suffering, you know? I mean, dude, the farmers, like, you know, this is some funny shit, but it's like this thing right here, dude. Do you see this cartoon? I mean, look at that shit right there, boss. Right? I ain't living in no socialist country. Now give me my farmer's bailout check. Right? The suffering is not incidental. It's the point with this regime. You're not wrong, Iron Fist. Yes, Dustin. We know the cap needs to go, boss. Dude, he did the same shit the first time, guys. Same shit. Trade war with China, first time around. Shit on the farmers, a bunch of bankruptcies, paid them off. He did the exact same thing, right? Dude, and you know, the funny thing about the Trump accounts, guys, is the Trump accounts are bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Should collab with the Vanguard boys? Yeah, dude, I'm down. Maybe it'll happen at some point, boss. Right? Thank you all day. Appreciate it. But the Trump accounts, guys, are bullshit. Okay? I mean, the Trump accounts are two things. They are the government giving a bunch of people a tiny bit of money that is never going to amount to anything. And that money goes right into Wall Street. So it's an influx of government money into the financial system under the guise of people having this $1,000 that's going to grow. That's part one. But part two is the wealthy people can put more money in there. And so the people who have money can use those Trump accounts to hide money and like stash money and get tax credits on money. And then the poor people are given money that's never going to amount to shit, but that money's going right into the financial system. It's just a con. The whole thing is a con. And with an added bonus of trying to make people think Trump did something great for them, so maybe they'll vote for Republicans down the road. Okay? Dude, right? What would be the word for capitalism taken to the extreme? I think fucking America. Dude, I literally think America is capitalism taken to the extreme. We are the most extreme capitalist fucking country. It's like outrageous. When you think about it, when you think about like the domination imposed by our social media giants, right? The number of companies that own all the big companies that buy our politicians, the amount of politicians that are paid for by special interest groups, like the amount of oppression that happens here, and the fact that the minimum wage is still $7.25. It hasn't changed in like 20 years. Like, my God, no health insurance. Like, we are, you know, the highest percentage of, like, you know, incarcerated people in the world. Like, we are capitalism at its most outrageous, out of control. I mean, I got into it with people on fucking Twitter about Elon Musk, right? Because Elon Musk, SpaceX, now he's worth $600 billion. But dude, SpaceX, 25-30% of their budget is government handouts. So yeah, if you take any businessman and you give him fucking $15 billion of business automatically year in and year out, sure, that guy's going to be able to build a fucking dynasty. Like, you know, absolutely. Anybody who is getting $15 billion a year from the government is going to be able to build a successful business out of that. I don't think that's impressive. That Elon, SpaceX. Like, really? Come on, man. You give anybody that money, dude. It's crazy. Bro. It is fucking wild shit, boss. All right. All right. Dude, this is what I thought right here. This is what it feels like Trump is right now, guys. Doesn't it? Doesn't it feel like this is Trump? You know what I'm saying? Like a toddler with a weapon? Holy shnikes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dude, they're so mad. They are so, like, so upset. Look at this. Dude, we see you, Vanity Fair, reality distortion machine. Your smear of Caroline Levitt is embarrassing. We have eyes and functioning brains. Dude, no, you don't, Benny. Benny, you're fundamentally dishonest. Right? Dude, Benny is fundamentally dishonest. Yeah, dude, are those like, has she been getting those big lip injections? Like, what's going on with her face? Dude, look at this. Look how Vanity Fair treated one of the worst press secretaries in history versus Caroline Levitt. It's on purpose. The fake news can't be hated enough, right? Dude, I've been laying into these guys, dude. I have. Hate erodes the container it's stored in, right? Dude, let's go. Dude, I love Vanity Fair. Can I just tell you guys? Dude, Vanity Fair is like some of my favorite political reporting. I've been a subscriber to Vanity Fair for several years. Dude, it's a really good magazine. It really is, dude. They are very good. I love Vanity Fair. I really like Rolling Stone as well. Capitalists taking credit for their workers' hard work is a tale as old as time. It is indeed, Walday. Absolutely. Dude, they're so good. I feel, I don't know, Vanity Fair, they do a really good job. And they've always, you know, like when you think about it, guys, they've always, even if you go back 20 years, they've always found their way into these sort of niche, like sort of scenes. Like even if you go back to the 2000s, okay, they did a piece on Epstein in like 2003, right? And the thing about this is they didn't know that he was sexually abusing at the time, right? But they did know that there was something weird about this guy. Like, who is this magic man that is like hanging out with all the wealthiest, most powerful people on the planet? And why is this guy there? And so they went and did an expose about him. And of course, they didn't get the truth. And they didn't like uncork the whole story. But the fact that they were like on the scent without even knowing it is really impressive. Like, for example, you ready? I'm going to give you an example from my personal life. A lot of people have seen the documentary about me. So some people made a documentary about me when I was a musician. Right around the time my son was born, they followed me with a camera for 2 years. Okay? And one of my half brothers ended up in that documentary. But what's crazy is I didn't know that half brother had sexually abused me when we made the documentary. But, 8 years later, when I went through rigorous therapy, it all came back to me. But the filmmakers who were following me somehow ended up including one of my abusers in the movie without even knowing it, right? And that's what I'm talking about with like Vanity Fair too, where when you're really doing it right, you have that sort of like you're intuiting the stories, You know what I'm saying? And I think that shit is really amazing when that shit happens, and And yeah, I think Epstein like had a little influence even over the first article, I'm sure. But who knows? You know, I just know that they were there. They were sort of on the scent. You know, they were on the scent, man. And I think they're great. I really like them. Her nose is orange. I know. Dude, look at this. They're so mad though. Dude, they're so like the left-wingers are all reveling in this, but all the right-wingers are so mad. And look at them, they all got to do a comparison. Every single one of them's like, look what they did with the black woman, and look how they did the white woman wrong. Oh, Caroline Levitt. But like the left-wingers are fucking loving it. Dude, Beau Loudon, this guy's a clown, dude. This kid, you know why this kid is even an influencer? Right? You know why this kid is even an influencer? Do you know about Beau Loudon? His mom works for Trump. That's how he like got into the game. His mommy worked for Trump, and so he became an influencer because of his mom, right? I mean, that's how it works. Your mom works for Trump, you end up getting a fucking piece of the pie. You don't have to have any skills. You don't have to be good at anything. You just automatically, you automatically get that Nepo treatment. Oh, dude, this is brutal. Look at this shit. All these people have ever wanted is to be the Clintons. Oh my God. Bro, that is fucking savage, dude. And it's so accurate. It is so accurate because the Clintons were like, I don't know, they're smarmy. They've had their issues like everybody, but they were like worldwide respected. The Clinton Foundation's done a lot of good. Trump's charity got closed down because they had been stealing from it, right? Dude, they all they wanted to be, dude. That's funny. Oh shit, boss. Dude. Her nose. He's putting it together. Let's go. Oh, beautiful. Jesus, bro. Fucking brutal. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I think they're injections. I think she's like, I think those are fucking injections, dude. $28. Yikes. Brutal. Oh, dude. Oh my God, bro. This is amazing. Look at that one. Dude, that one is incredible. Dude, that's incredible. Oh, I love it. Dude, amazing. Dude, that is so good. Dude, everybody is just going to town on that picture, boss. I mean, she's obviously had a lot of work, okay? She's had a lot of fucking work done. A lot of fucking shaping. But this comparison, though, was really big, dude. Right? Everybody today was like comparing, the black press secretary. Right? Brutal. See, what I saw, guys, what I saw of today was that, like, I feel like today, okay, today with this piece was like, it became official that Trump is already a lame duck. Right? Trump is already a lame duck. He's 10 minutes in, boss. Right? Or 10 months in. Oh, you want dance party goal? All right. Yeah, no, let's do it. Let's do it. Dude, he's 10 months in and he's already a lame duck, guys. He is, dude. It's like obvious. There it is, guys. Dude, it's like his administration is already over, okay? And it was a few calculated errors, right? I think obviously there's like, to me, it comes down to 3 things that blew up, maybe 4, but obviously number 1 was he came in with a lot of day one promises. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he campaigned so hard on the day one promises that he was destined to fail. Okay? Day one, I'm going to lower inflation. I'm going to do this. Tariffs are going to rescue the country, right? I'm going to cut your energy bills in half, right? So he had all these day one promises that there was just no way he was going to be able to fulfill them. And that was one, okay? That was before he even got in office. And we do have a dance party goal going. Number 2 was his immigration shit got out of control, okay? He lost control of the immigration thing, guys. He lost the PR war with it, okay? I mean, he could have closed the border and done some type of discreet immigration, and he would have been fine. But having the masked marauders and the tear gas and the violence spiraled out of control. Dude, 𝗙Punk, let's go! You know what I'm saying? Like, he absolutely, it just got way out of control. That did. And now the PR, there's no way to undo that, you know? And then he got fucked over by, like, the frog, right? Yes, the Antifa frog fucked him up. Right? He tried to do that shit in Portland and he got owned. And he tried to do it in Chicago and he got owned. Okay? And then, you know, just a horrible miscalculation. Hey ho, let's go, Diana. Let's go. So that was number 2. And then number 3, guys, was what? Number 3 is the big one. It was the sinker. Okay, number 3 was Epstein, right? That was it. Day one promises, immigration got spiraled out of control. Number 3, Jeffrey Epstein. Boom. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. And he was like already done. And then how did they respond to Epstein? By fucking firing missiles and shit. And now we're going to war with Venezuela, which is like, there's no way they're going to be able to make that be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no out for him no matter what happens with Venezuela. There's no fucking out, boss. There is no out. And then, of course, the unpredictable variable of, like, Charlie Kirk getting shot. Nobody could have predicted that was going to happen. So, like, dude, he's just done. He's already politically toxic. You know, how did they make their goals permanent? Yeah, Dems can't. Well, they haven't really made any goals permanent. Seattle Jen, right? Like there's nothing that the Republicans have done that has been permanent. The only thing they passed is their budget, right? With the tax cuts. But oh no, the thing is though is like normally with tax cuts. You don't make it permanent. Dude, Magnolia Girl, thank you. Thanks, Tommy, for being you. You're welcome. So the reason why they don't make things permanent is because you want to have an out if it turns out to be a bad idea, right? You know what I'm saying? With anything with legislation. Thanks for everything, Tommy. Let's go, Gerald. Appreciate you, boss. Proud liberal. No more kisses with women in movies. George Clooney. Oh, let's go. Right? Like, I think with most things, you don't, when you're passing legislation like that, there sometimes you just don't want to make shit permanent because you want to see the effect of it and then require a renewal, right? In case it's not working, you know, because otherwise then you have this fucking shitty law in the books that's not working. But then also with some of it, right, I think what they do is they make it expire, so then there's a reason for you to vote for them again, okay? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this time they knew they're gonna lose, so they fucking stuck some shit in there. I think a lot of times though, dude, let's go. You made a live? All right, let's go. Thank you, McCorbin. Like, I think a lot of times, guys, what they do is they are making shit expire so there's a political reason to be voted for again. Like, oh, these tax cuts are going to expire if you don't vote us in again. Like, I mean, a lot of it. And it's not just Republicans. Dude, thank you, Seattle Jen. Dems did this too, guys. I mean, the classic case is abortion. The Dems could have codified abortion when they had the trifecta with Obama, but they didn't because they didn't think it was ever going to get overturned by the, Supreme Court. They thought Obama was going to be stacking a few more justices, and they thought they would run on abortion. Okay, they've been running on abortion for 20 years. Oh, right? Not codifying it. And also, though, it's risky because if you codify it and it goes up to the Supreme Court and they overturn it, then you're kind of fucked, right? So there's always a risk with codifying things as well. Can we just see them lose everything? That would be nice. But yeah, I mean, everybody did part of this with fucking politics. I mean, you run on your issues, and it's, it's the problem of the two-party system, guys, right? It is. All right. Hey, I'm going to leave you with the song real quick. I got to go to the bathroom, and I'm going to let the songs play for a minute. I'll be back in one sec, and we'll dig into some more politics. We got some good shit to look at. Hang tight.
Looks good on you. Tell me who knows you're on blue. When every bruise looks good on you. Why won't you hold my hand? Are you gonna deny this? Do the best you can. I haven't got a plan, but I'm gonna survive this. That's just who I am. When you're on blue, you keep everything inside of you. You try to play it cool. Sometimes you gotta break the rules. I don't know why you are confused. All you need is a little bit of attitude. Yeah. This is it. I'm tired of explaining. It's too late because everyone is waiting. That's great. So why are you complaining? You're on blue. If I'm unsure, will anybody notice? It's my fault. obsessions, always jumping through. I'm so tangled, I'm so worthy. I'm just lost in my reflection. Pay attention. You never will. I will overanalyze and fall victim. But then I'm lowest. Time to get to know myself. I'm still tangled, I'm not worried. 'Cause I am caught up in this perfection. Pay attention, yeah, you never will. 'Cause you depend, so you always will. If you arrest yourself again, I'll help you clean up the mess. I wonder if you ever did, yeah. I wonder if you ever did like I did. I wonder if you ever did, yeah. I wonder if you ever did like I did. Just wanna be free, yeah,
Yo. Dude, let's go. Oh, freedom, baby. Dude, we got to look at this one Erika clip, guys. I saved an Erika clip that we have to look at that I think is really important, right? Dude, freedom. Let's go. I want to look at that clip of the woman they're trying to get fired too. Because today was one of those fucking, right? Oh, Ron's mom is dying. Yeah, no, I know. Ron was fucking going through some shit, boss. You know? But look at this Erika clip, guys. Okay? Look at this shit. This shit is wild, okay? Smack that thumb and sub up. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Uncle F. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Dude, did I miss any while I was in the bathroom? Oh, dude, Walday with the gifted. Let's go, gifted Memby. Let's go. Dude, let's go. Thank you, guys. So, Erika's getting on your nerves? I did not. We can go look at Candace. I have not looked at Candace. I didn't really do anything today. I was like really scattered. I was on Twitter. Just talking to my son. He's kind of going through a crazy transition, being brand new in fucking New York and shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, right? And anyway, so let's look at this clip. Okay? I think this clip is really interesting, guys. Okay? Do I have echo on my mic? Only when I do this do I. So sometimes, yes.
Sometimes I have echo on the mic. Sometimes.
Let's go. All right. But so, dude, this right here, guys, is a very interesting clip. Okay? Let's go. I love me some echo, guys. Memby. Oh, fuck, bro. Look at that shit. Shit, I must be some kind of alpha male. High value alpha male. Smack. Dude, that guy who got slapped, dude, isn't that shit hilarious? Oh, that video. I hope that video is going to do well. I think it is, dude. I think that shit's going to bang. Hold on. I'm going to check on it. Oh, yeah, it's doing good so far. All right. All right. Dude, that Barron Trump video had like a 19% CTR, which is insane, bro. Oh, shit. Dude, yeah, the guy getting slapped, the Groiper smack. Dude, that shit is amazing. So anyway, guys, I want to look at this clip because I feel like this clip, guys, is so telling. And it's not telling because of what she does say. It is telling because of what she doesn't say. And so basically, you know, there was something, you know, she's there, her husband's been shot and all this, but now she goes into this diatribe about Israel and about the Jewish people. And like, she's, of course, has been seen in photographs with Benjamin Netanyahu's son. She's got very deep ties to Israel. Okay. Erika Kirk does. And of course, she is connected to Trump, who has incredibly deep ties to Netanyahu. Netanyahu was Jared Kushner's his father's good friend. Okay. Netanyahu used to stay with the Kushners when he would come to America. I mean, they're tied. They're tied, right? Oh, she's a terrible public speaker. But now watch this, though, because she's like, her husband has gotten shot, and oh my God, she's dealing with all the emotion of her husband. Dude, Walday, let's go. Right? So she's dealing with all that, but in the middle of this thing, she decides to do a little commercial for, you know, Netanyahu and for, you know, the Israeli government. But watch what she doesn't say, guys. Okay? Watch what she doesn't say. Okay? You ready? Here we go. Watch this. Here we go. We're going in. I see Roseanne's and Fuentes' fight. I did not. Thank you, proud liberal. All right, you ready? So watch this. Dude, watch this. Yeah, no, she's a terrible actor.
Hate is hate. It's evil. Charlie and I have always been very clear on our stance. Israel and Jewish people. It's awful. Awful. Anti-Semitism is what healing factor comes out of hating Jewish people? What healing factor comes out of hating Christians? What healing factor comes out? Hate in general. Nothing. Nothing. Charlie always would say very clearly, Jew hate was brain rot. He would always say it. We've been to Israel twice together. And to be able to walk in the place where our Lord walked and see the Bible come to life in Technicolor.
The Bible.
How could you hate that place? How could you hate the Jewish people?
Okay, so hold on, guys. Let's pause there because she has her big emotional moment. Look at her. She's got her emotional moment. But did you notice what she didn't say, guys? Because I noticed what she didn't say, guys. What I noticed was, right, she didn't say hating Muslims. She didn't say hating trans people. She didn't say hating the LGBTQ. All she said was hating Christians. Why would anyone do that? Hating Jewish people. Why would anyone do that? Hate. And then she would cut it off. But like, there's a lot of hate that comes from the TPUSA set. Hatred of Muslims. My God, Charlie was so anti-Muslim, anti-LGBTQ. Like, he would call it like the scourge. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Watch this section again. Right here. Here we go.
Comes out of hating Christians,
right,
out of hating Jewish people. Anti-Semitism is...
Here it comes.
What healing factor comes out of hating Jewish people? What healing factor comes out of hating Christians? What healing factor comes out? Hate in general. Nothing.
Hate in general. But she didn't name the other shit. She didn't name all the stuff that they hate, right? That they like hate, bro. Okay? Dude, TPUSA Charlie hated. Oh my God, guys. If you want to see something like, look at this. Let me just show you. Let me show you a little fucking Charlie Kirk here. All right. Hold on, watch this. Let me just show you here. All right, that's not the one I'm looking for. Oh, yeah, it's this one. Wall Street Apes. Okay, hold on. You ready? Let me find this one from Wall Street Apes. There is a specific quote that I'm looking for. From this guy. God, he's going to have so many. This one, watch this, okay? Watch this fucking thing right here and watch the hate, okay? Here we go.
The spiritual battle is coming to the West, and the enemies are wokeism or Marxism combining with Islamism to go after what we call the American way of life. And the American way of life is very simple. I want to be able to get married, buy a home, have kids, allow them to ride their bike till the sun goes down, send them to a good school, have a low-crime neighborhood, not to have my kid be taught the lesbian, gay, transgender garbage in their school, while also not having them have to hear the Muslim call to prayer 5 times a day. That's important.
Yeah, you see that? Like LGBTQ people existing and being able to be safe in schools, it's garbage, right? The like Islam people are like garbage to this guy, right? You know what I'm saying? But you see it in his voice though. And you see how he said the wokeism, which is like everybody who's not them is woke. And Marxism, whatever the fuck that is, he couldn't define Marxism. You know what I'm saying? It's like basically everybody who's not them is filled with venomous hatred. And then Erika's like, but not the Jewish people. We're including the Jewish people, even though Charlie was like pretty lukewarm on the fucking Jewish people as well, right? I felt like he was biblically felt a sense of, you know, a sense of debt towards the Middle East and the nation of Israel because of the Bible, but he didn't really feel that fucking deep connection. You know what I'm saying? Islamism equals wokeism. Yeah, dude, none of this makes sense. It's just interesting. Thank you, Wildcard. It's just interesting, though, about how, right? She's like, oh, hate?
What healing factor comes out of hating Jewish people? What healing factor comes out of hating Christians? What healing factor comes out? Hate in general. Nothing.
Of hate in general. And then you run it by your fucking husband, right? And he's like, you know.
Till the sun goes down. Send them to a good school. Have a low-crime neighborhood. Not to have my kid be taught the lesbian, gay, transgender garbage in their school.
Right?
While also not having them have to hear the Muslim call to prayer 5 times a day. That's important.
Yeah. We see the hate. You know what I'm saying? And like this is why these fucking crybabies online, I am never gonna let them fucking forget this shit while they try to like evangelicize our fucking schools and they try to shove this fucking nasty rhetoric down the throats of children and trying to red pill them and shit. And now they're going to try and make it seem like this guy was just a beloved debater who was all about letting everybody speak. Oh, just bring your ideas to the table. He was not. Okay? He was filled with targeted selective hatred. His entire platform was targeted selective hatred that was designed to radicalize young people enough for him to be like, I'm converting them so he could go to evangelical billionaires and trade those young people's souls for money. Right? You know? And that, right? And dude, that is that's important. We're not letting her off the hook, man. We are not letting her off the hook, boss. Dude, what a phony she is. Dude. What a phony she is. See, you know what's interesting? Here's what I want, guys. I want to see Erika Kirk sit down, and I want to watch that clip that we just watched with Charlie Kirk and be like, what's that venom there? Why is that venom like, you know, don't gay kids have a right to be in school without getting beat up? Like, you think that, like, you hear the way people are cheering to your husband when he just turns venomous towards, like, Muslim people and venomous towards kids and wokeism? The fuck is wokeism? Like, what even is that? Like, dude, you have some shit to answer for. Yeah, the vitriol is like crazy. Dude, you just hear it. You can like hear it in his voice. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it in his voice. And see, that's the thing that like with Charlie Kirk, okay? This is the thing, because I've made videos about this guy. I've made many videos about this guy, and I've been following what he's been doing to young people. I had to deal with it when I was a gaming influencer, okay? I had to deal with young people who got heavily into Andrew Tate and Charlie Kirk and all of that nasty anti-LGBTQ and transphobic shit. I dealt with it like every day, and it was like heartbreaking, man. But what's crazy about it is when you hear the way they say it, when you hear the words, you see it like written on like typed. It doesn't sound so bad. But when you hear the tone they use, when you hear the vitriol they use, when you hear the way it is aimed with venom, and then people are cheering for the venom. Right? You hear that crowd after he says that venomous thing about gay people, and they were just cheering, you know? You know what I'm saying? And man, it's like, nah, we're not going to let these people forget it. Okay? We're not. I am not going to let the world like sort of like sane wash and compassion wash Charlie Kirk. It's not going to happen. Not on my watch. I fundamentally disagree with political violence, and I don't think we should go around shooting each other in the name of politics. Of course not. I don't want to have a violent civil war or any of that. I don't want violent retribution that harms people. But just because you suffer political violence, I'm not going to pretend you are something other than what you were. We are not. We are not going to sane wash and compassion wash Charlie Kirk so Nick Fuentes is the next in line. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way we are going to make it so Charlie, as extreme as he was somehow moderate, so even more extreme motherfuckers can come in and seem like not that extreme. Like, no, we will not. Because he was extreme. He was extreme. And the other way with Charlie particularly that really like bothered me was what he did with women during the debates. Okay? With women, it was very subtle, but every time a woman would get a leg up on him, okay, he would like lash out. Like, for example, you ready? Let's take a look at one real quick. all right, while we're on this subject, before we move on. But it was Cambridge, right? Was this woman, okay, right here. Okay, now watch. Watch what happens. Hold on, I want to find one that's not Turning Point USA. All right. Okay, so watch this. Let me pull up the transcript so I can find it quicker. Dude, it's not fucking populating this. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to fucking just find it. It's not letting me search it. Let me find it. Dude, he was so bothersome. Is this the whole thing? All right, it is. Oh, yeah, I know what it was. It was... Phone. There it is. It was phone. This one. You ready? Right here. All right. The minute she would get him, the minute a woman would get ahead of him, okay, right? The minute that like fucking she would get ahead of him, dude, you can see yourself on the screen, guys. Okay, you don't need me to reply. You're visible on the screen. We don't have to play that game, right? It's like, look at the screen, all right?
They're way unhappier than women of sub-Saharan Africa. There's something fundamentally wrong here. Because the women of sub-Saharan Africa have something that a lot of women in the West do not have. The women in the West have cats, and they have good jobs. And the women of sub-Saharan Africa, they have a belief in the divine, and they have kids. And maybe there's a biological undercurrent that is keeping a lot of women from realizing their full potential. And so without reading your phone and just like, connecting,
I'm not really reading my phone.
well, it's fine, for sure. Then you can answer without it. Fair enough. Would you agree that it's a good thing that more...
See, it was right there, right? Without reading your phone, right? You know what I mean? This was the shit where he would say, like, normally he would say, oh, you're so emotional, or you're talking too fast, or like, calm down is one he liked to use. But this was the one with this one. Yeah, we do see you. You're on the screen. This was the one where he had to, like, obviously she goes in there and she's got her notes on her phone of shit she wants to talk about. So she's referencing her phone because she's not a person who debates 50 times a fucking month, right? Charlie's been doing this for 10 years. You know what I mean? So he is like very skilled at this. This is probably her first public debate on a microphone in front of a huge audience that's streaming like worldwide. And so she's prepared. She's got her notes in her phone. She's there trying to cover everything she wants to cover. But he has to like attack her because she was like pulling apart his actions. And he did this all the time. Okay? He did this with women in the Jubilee debates where he'd be like, calm down. You need to calm down. You're getting too emotional. And that's another big one that he used a lot. Every time a woman got the best of him, he would like try to like, oh, you need to calm down. Oh, you're getting emotional. He always did that shit. He always did that snide sort of personal attacky kind of thing. Dude, stop stupidity. Let's go. And you know why? You know why, guys? Because that played to the fucking, right? That played to the crowd that he was speaking to, okay? He was speaking to a group of young men, specifically speaking that like women are subservient, they're second rate, people of color and LGBTQ people are like not authentic. Anyone who's not a Christian is not doing it right. They're all the enemy. He was very specific to constantly push those buttons so they would all laugh when he tells her to calm down. Or when he says calm down and she gets enraged, they're all like, aha, see? She's really too emotional. Yeah, manosphere asshole is a great way of putting it. Dude. Yeah, isn't that wild? But he did this so much, though. You know what I'm saying?
Potential. And so without reading your phone and just connecting.
I'm not really reading my phone.
Well, it's fine, for sure.
Without reading your phone and just, connecting. Like, dude, look at him. Look at what a bitch this guy is, dude. Right? What a bitch this guy was. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at him, dude. Like, dude. I fucking, like, to me, this kind of shit, this sort of subtle, like, manosphere shit was super problematic to me. He was a bully. Absolutely, he was a bully. All right, guys, we got 8 minutes. We need 6 and 8 to secure that dance party. He was a total fucking bully, bro. Total bully. Thank you for saying that. You got it, Cash Bags. I got you. And yes, we got you. You guys are here. Nobody is absent. Everybody's in the chat. We got you all. Yeah, he was a manipulator and a bully. And we're not gonna let Erika whitewash that shit. Dude. But dude, she is like dude, she is so phony, bro. Dude, hating bullies. Why? I think most people who become anti-fascist, that's what they're about. They're about like getting rid of the bully. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's funny too is when you talk to these MAGA people about like they try to say that like we're the fascists, right? Why? Because of like pronouns or because of a pride flag on the wall or because of like a vaccine mandate or a mask mandate. Stop stupidity. Let's go. 5 more. But I just want to say something. Though, is that there wouldn't have needed to be a mask mandate or a vaccine mandate if everybody would have just gotten the vaccine and worn the mask, right? Like, we shouldn't have needed a mandate. We should have had a population where everybody was going to do their part and just get vaccinated and wear fucking mask and socially distance. If we could have all just done our part, we wouldn't have had to have a mandate. I mean, if you go to Japan during the winter, they don't mandate that people wear masks. Everybody wears masks because they don't like to spread sickness. They're just careful and respectful. And they live, you're living in Tokyo. There's millions of people on top of each other. And so they care enough about their fellow fucking Tokians that they are like, yeah, we're going to fucking take some precautions to help keep all of us safe. That's what normal fucking people do. Normal people don't fucking say, oh, yeah, there's a worldwide pandemic where millions of people are fucking dying, and so I'm going to refuse to do anything to help. That's what assholes do, okay? G-Town Funk, the girl said his smile freaked her out. Let's go! Oh! Right? And you're right. Yeah, the ICE boys, we know they don't have a problem with masks because all those ICE motherfuckers are wearing masks, right? They'll wear masks when they're rounding up immigrants, but they won't wear masks if they're carrying a potentially deadly disease, right? And at the end of the day, too, the wearing of the mask is more about the other person. It's more like if you have COVID and you wear a mask, maybe other people won't get your fucking COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's about you making yourself not a weapon. You know what I mean? Like, bro, they can't even comprehend. We got 4 minutes. We need 4 and 4, baby. Stop stupidity. Let's go. 3 and 4. Let's go. Woo! Let's go. Carnival barker time. Dude, yeah. Dude, yeah, they're my body, my choice is selective, huh? Oh, shit. Yeah, you can absolutely be non-symptomatic. Absolutely. Stop stupidity. Let's go, baby. Oh! All right, 2 more, baby. We got this. 2 and 4, easy. Easy peasy. Yeah, no, I know. Fox hosts were vaxxed. The politicians were vaxxed. RFK Jr. had a party, and you had to be vaxxed. Right? Furrow, let's go. I mean, right? That's the ultimate. RFK Jr. had a party, and you had to be vaccinated to get into the party. Dude, what a fucking dunce, bro. There it is. Let's go. Stop stupidity. Fucking carrying the team. Let's go, baby. Thank you, guys. Dude, Wall Day 20. Let's go. Oh, goal has been achieved. I mean, guys, this though is the Republican nature, because they vax their kids, they vax themselves, and then they say we shouldn't get a vax. They tell you college is bad, Harvard is bad, the Ivy League is bad, and then all of their kids go to Ivy League fucking schools. Okay? You go to Yale, you go to Harvard, you go to Columbia, it is filled with the kids of Republican fucking, like, wealthy politicians and wealthy fucking business leaders. Dude, let's go. Dude, 𝗙cie𝗶𝗆 filled with them. Filled with them, right? Literally. Dude, isn't that crazy? I mean, they just straight up fucking lie, bro. They straight up fucking do that shit. You know? You know what I'm saying? Dude, some lawyers knew what the result would be representing people getting deported and just took their money. Yeah, that's rough. Dude, that's crazy. Dude, James, let's go, baby. Let's go. Cheers for membership, indeed. Welcome to the new members. Appreciate you guys. That Barron, he couldn't get in? Yeah. Yeah, well, so the problem with Barron, right, is that Barron's parents are fucking morons, right? Because a lot of those Ivy League people, make no mistake, guys, I have plenty of friends who went into the Ivy League, and most of those people, those Republican people who end up in the Ivy League, their kids get in there because of legacy admissions, okay? That's the DEI. That is like the DEI of the DEI. When your dad is a Harvard graduate lawyer who's in politics, all his sons and daughters go to Harvard, even if they have like a 2.5, bro. Or if they give a bunch of money, it's the legacy admissions. And you notice when they canceled DEI, they didn't cancel the legacy program. And that shit in Harvard, like, those halls are filled with people that don't fucking deserve to be there, but they're fucking rent there. And then once they go there, their kids will get to go there, even though they were fucking hacks. And that's how it goes. It's like once somebody in your family gets into Harvard, that shit just gets passed down, dude. Legacy admission, legacy admission, legacy admission. And pretty soon, one guy gets into Harvard 50 years ago, and now the whole family gets that Harvard education. Dude, it's fucking brutal, man. You know what I'm saying? It's brutal. It's another brutal system that just gets all of the fucking wealthy people, the people from these wealthy families, the best roads, right? They get a pass to like the best road. And they get to start on that fucking road, man. You know? Dude, it's shitty, boss. But dude, Trump went to Wharton and fucking barely graduated. He had to threaten the school to hide his grades. Your favorite channel, great place, great people. Let's go. Thank you, Steve. Dude, yeah. Another way to enforce class hierarchy. Great way of putting it. Yeah, dude, it's brutal. It's fucking brutal, brutal, brutal. Right? Oh. Sometimes you wish you didn't know so much. Yeah. No, I get it. Ignorance is bliss. All right. But yeah, I thought this Erika Kirk piece was really interesting here, guys. We're not going to let them whitewash this shit. Okay? We're not. We're not going to let them whitewash this stuff, guys. Like, we're not going to let them sane wash. We're not going to let them, like, hate wash or whatever they're doing. You know what I'm saying? To cover this shit. So, yeah, guys. Epstein. 2 days, bro. 2 days. Like, what's going to happen tomorrow, man? Dude. Like, yeah, we got to look at the Trump thing. All right, we're going to look at the Trump thing. But first, I do want to look at something. I want to circle back to the 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗀 story for a minute. Okay? Right? The big Vanity Fair piece. So, obviously, the big news of today, the big news was the Vanity Fair piece, 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗀's 11 interviews over the course of the whole year. This story comes out. She said some really honest and scathing things about this administration. Now, I think she was covering her ass, making herself, distancing from Trump because he's become toxic. But I thought her response was actually pretty fucking interesting. Because if you look at her response, dude, it was what we call a non-denial denial. Nepotistic diversity, equity, and inclusion. Yes, Walde. Yes. Dude, but look at this. Look at what she says here. Okay? Look at her thing. Okay? Look at her statement. Dude, yeah, she says, the article published early this morning is a disingenuously framed hit piece on me and the finest president, White House staff, and cabinet in history. Significant context was disregarded, and much of what I and others said about the team and the president was left out of the story. I assume after reading it that this was done to paint an overwhelmingly chaotic and negative narrative about the president and our team. The truth is the Trump White House has already accomplished more in 11 months. No, it hasn't, than any other president has accomplished in 8 years. And that is due to the unmatched leadership and vision of President Trump, for whom I've been honored to work for a better part of a decade. None of this will stop our relentless pursuit of making America great again. But dude, they haven't done shit, boss. They haven't. They've not met their immigration targets. They've not lowered any prices. They've not cut the energy bills in half. They've not brought any investment to America, even though they claim to have brought $18 trillion in tariff income. But like, dude, the deficit, the national debt went up $2 trillion already. Nearly 5%. It went up more than 5% in fucking 10 months, guys. Like, what the fuck are they doing, bro? A $2 trillion bump from inauguration day to now. Less than a year, bro. Like, what are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's nonsensical. Okay? They've trade wars, had to bail out the farmers, given $40 billion to Argentina to bail out Scott Besson's buddy. They've looted crypto. Okay? Lied and lied and lied and lied and lied some more. The only thing they've really done is, okay, they closed the border. So what? So what? Big deal. You close the border. All right. Fine. There you go. We'll give you that. You close the border. But has that solved any of our problems? No. Right? Have deporting these people solved any of our problems? No. Now we have a bunch of construction sites that aren't no workers are showing up. Unemployment's 4.6%, approaching 5%, the highest it's been in 5 years. Okay? The number of people losing jobs, the number of jobs, over 1 million jobs have been axed since they've been in office. It's all bullshit. But you know what's crazy about this, though, guys? About this response is she didn't say, I didn't say it. Right? She didn't deny saying it. She just said, you know, they left out context and they didn't put me buttering up the president, so they're making it sound worse than it really was. But you know, the reporters have the tapes. She was taped when they said that, right? So she didn't deny it. It's called a non-denial denial. They only help the rich get richer. Indeed. It's like Watergate. Watergate was that way, guys. Back in the Watergate days when Woodward and Bernstein were chasing down the Watergate story, they would ask these guys these questions, and the guys would say, oh, the Washington Post is like behaving like categorically, you know, the Washington Post is being irresponsible. This is irresponsible journalism, and these guys are definitely overstepping their bounds. But nowhere did the guy say what they asked us about was untrue or what they said about us was a lie, right? No, they just said, oh, these guys are terrible reporters. They're being irresponsible. And they're like, oh, they're like, I can't believe the way they're behaving, but they never fucking denied it. They never denied it. She's not denying it. She's saying, oh, you didn't hear the other shit I said that would lessen it. Dude, what are they doing, boss? Right? Fucking clowns, bro. Yeah, no, dude, there's no context. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is this, okay? Is like, so the thing about this is anytime you go in and do a story, okay? Anytime you go in a story, guys, there's only two things that are going to happen. I've had this too. When I was a musician, you ready? I sat down with the Portland Tribune, a paper. They did a front page story about me after the movie got made and when I was touring. And it was this front page story. And I thought it was going to be a piece talking about how great I was. And there was a lot of my greatness in the piece, but the piece was mostly about like, this guy is fucking kind of crazy and out there, this one man thing and having a kid. And he's living this really outrageous, like fucking wild fucking life. And, you know, he's a crazy figure in the Portland music scene. And it was a little bit of what 𝗙cie 𝗹𝗶 would call a hit piece, right? But, I mean, it didn't harm me because I was a rebel in the Portland music scene and I was a renegade. So all it did was increase my fucking stature amongst the rebels. You know what I'm saying? But whenever you go in and do a piece, it only goes two ways. They're either writing something where they think you're a villain or they're writing something where they think you're a hero. And it never goes any other way, right? Which is why, you know, I mean, ultimately, though, if you like the thing that was really interesting about the piece on me is they can't really make you sound like completely different than who you are. Like, I remember one of the quotes they used, like, I had come back from a tour and I had no money. I was flat broke and I fucking had, you know, I had like $27 in the bank and I had a credit card, right? And I made a comment to the reviewer about how I went and bought a brand new minivan with $27 in the bank. And I charged the down payment for the car on a credit card. And I was like, and they say, you know, you can't do that, but they took my fucking money because they wanted to sell me the van. And I'm like, that's one of the great things about America is I can go in and buy a brand new minivan with $27 in the bank and charge the thing on a credit card. And they like put that on there as like, oh, this guy, so disrespectful of our system. But like, dude, it wasn't a lie. It was like, you know, for a white man, that's the shit I could get away with and still can. That's American capitalism. It's kind of bullshit, right? And so they can't really fucking, you know, they can't really, like, they can put a slant on what you say, but if you, you know, they didn't make shit up. You know what I mean? They didn't make shit up. But this picture, though, with the orange nose is pretty incredible, dude. Dude, what's wrong with her mouth? I mean, it looks like she's had a lot of injections, you know, a lot of like injections, lip injections. Yeah, no, I did hear that, Natalie. And I'm kind of looking into that to try and find more information because, again, like the DOJ, the FBI, they're starting to, oh, we foiled, right? We foiled this terrorist plot of a leftist group. But you go to Turtle Island Liberation Front, their Facebook page, there's like 50 people in this Facebook group. It is not like this hugely funded terrorist cell or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's more their propaganda. Oh, there was a big leftist terrorist attack that didn't happen, and we caught him. Oh, 𝗙ście𝗶𝗹𝗀 caught him. Him and his girlfriend caught him. They found him in the back seat of the taxi cab. Right? When he's trying to hump his girlfriend in the alley, they're like, oh, look, there's a fucking an Antifa group back here. Look at, oh shit. Honey, hold on. Wait, hold on. I just went soft. I got an Antifa group over here. I'm going to go bust them real quick. Dude, it's bullshit. Yeah, he found it in a burn bag. Right? Turtle Island are not leftist? Yeah, I mean, guys, if you're, I don't know anything about Turtle Island, Liberation Front. I don't know who that is, but dude, I don't, you know, this leftist, there are no leftist terrorist cells. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's leftist groups like Code Pink, okay? There's leftist, right? You know, there's shit like that. Code Pink is a leftist group, you know, but they protest, they disrupt. Of course they do, but they're not fucking killing anyone. They're not fucking, right? They're not like, you know, planning bombing attacks like leftists. Give me a fucking break, dude. Dude, you don't get healthcare by planting pipe bombs. You know? Dude. Yeah, I am Antifa. Dude, I had somebody today, dude, who said something, who like quote tweeted me and tagged the FBI. Oh my God. I almost posted it because it was so funny, right? Because I have that thing in my bio, right? I have the thing that is the nod to the office, assistant to the assistant regional manager at Antifa. And so somebody today read this and was like, oh my God, you're downstream at Antifa. Like, I'm reporting you, and they tag the FBI. Like, it happens like once a week where somebody who's obviously never seen The Office fucking tags me. Dude, damn it. Now you'll have that image in your head. Oh, dude, of Cash going soft in the alleyway. I'm sorry. Dude. That's why it's called Turtle Head, right? The Turtle Island. It's because his shit went soft, right? Turtle Island group is just a distraction. Dude, I highly doubt, I don't believe that group was like planning some giant fucking bombing thing with simultaneous bombs, right? I bet they were set up. Sure. I mean, dude, just because people go out into the fucking desert and blow some shit up. I mean, Mr. Beast did that shit. He made YouTube videos blowing shit up. A lot of people will go out in the desert and blow shit up. Or people might make homemade fucking shit. That doesn't mean they're actually gonna blow up people on New Year's Eve. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what they were doing? Trying to impress a date or some shit. Some guy's trying to be, you know, like he got the anarchist cookbook or some shit. It's like, come on, man. You know? Give me a fucking break, dude. I mean, that's really what it was. From what I saw, they had blown up some explosives in the desert or something. And then it was like, aha, right? Dude, let me see if I can find the person who said that. I know who it was. Hold on. I know what thing it was on. I'm going to find you the guy who did that. It was on it's Erika Kirk. Dude, trying to find this shit. I should have saved it. It was earlier today. Dude, I got blocked today, dude. A lot. Dude, a lot of blocks today. Dude, this shit is funny, bro. What is this, dude? That shit is just not right, bro. Oh my God. Dude, some of this shit on this app is fucking outrageous. Dude, right? But there was one thing I tweeted today that like provoked this response. Dude, it was earlier today. I'm never gonna find it, dude. I could go back here for fucking hours, bro. Oh no, it was here. It was on this one, dude. All right, watch. It was this one where somebody comes in right here, dude. Look at this. This is hilarious. Acting like Tommy. Good to see your creds as an Antifa member. Thank you for self-identifying to help the FBI Director Cash in its upcoming roundup of prospective terrorists. You deserve lots of time in Club Fed to contemplate your insanity. Dude. Dude, look at him. He's probably going out and telling his friends, he's like, dude, he's like, today I caught the assistant to the assistant regional manager of Antifa. Right? Dude. He got me, bro. Look at that, dude. He's going to tell all his friends, dude, I caught an Antifa member. Dude, isn't that funny? Dude, that shit is hilarious. Dude, I get this a lot. People are like, oh, he's an Antifa member. It's in his bio. Oh, you said there was no such thing as Antifa. Dude, yeah, you know what's crazy is if they put me in the same place that fucking Ghislaine Maxwell's in, I'd probably be living better than I am now. She's got like free Pilates and free food. I bet there's even some like a bunch of threesomes going on there. Dude, give me a fucking break, bro. Like they could put me in with Ghislaine Maxwell and I'd be living better. She's living better than 75% of us. Who are they fucking kidding, right? Dude, give me a fucking break, dude. Not reading the comments? I don't know what you're talking about, right? Let's go. Oh, yeah, no, I mean, that makes sense, Sal. That you had the mansions of the world, for sure. No, I get it. That they didn't have 60? Didn't have 60 in the Senate? Dude, we should all be Antifa, guys. Like, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Comment you did earlier. I mean, I don't see all the comments, Denise, unfortunately, right? And like, I don't I don't read them all. It just, I mean, I'm a human being, right? I see some, but I'm mostly here to talk, right? The comments are, I grab what I can, but I definitely, there's no guarantee you're going to get a reply, right? The only guarantee are the fucking, the super chats. That's a guarantee. Those will always get read, right? But I try to read other ones too, but I miss a lot. There's a lot of comments. Antifa, dude, yeah. I mean, dude, everybody at D-Day was Antifa. Let's be real, bro. All the soldiers, every soldier that has died in the American fucking military has been Antifa. Like, come on, man. Dude, where's Trump's? The Antifa headquarters, dude, is in Trump's fucking head, bro. Right? Dude, it is. The Antifa headquarters is like right in Trump's dome, dude. Right next to like the photographic images he stores in there of his own daughter, right? There's like some real sketchy images, right? There's real sketchy images of Ivanka, and then right next to that is Antifa, dude. Dude, that's why sometimes when Trump talks about Antifa, he gets a big smile on his face because he's actually seeing Ivanka. Dude, the Turtle Island is from Magic the Gathering. Oh, yeah. All right. Cool. Dude, let's go. Dude, let's go. We should be Antifa. All of us, guys. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. If you're not Antifa, you're fa. Okay? You're either Antifa or you're fa, and you don't want to be fa, right? You're either Antifa or you're fa. You don't want to be fascist. Fascists, right? No fascists, fuckers. Dude, I am proudly Antifa. Dude, I've been Antifa. I'm not going to be fa. There's no chance of being fa, right? Fuck that, dude. Republicans used to be. I know they used to be. They used to be until they got their willies like up in arms because they thought, oh, maybe we can make this an evangelical Taliban and we'll have a whole bunch of control and we'll be able to force people to live by the Bible. Yeah. Dude, when like for me, I am 50% Antifa and 50% shove that Bible right up your fucking ass. That's like my philosophy. I'm Antifa over here, and over here, it's shove that fucking Bible right up your fucking ass. Okay? There you go. That's it. Or you could substitute insert religious tome here. It doesn't just have to be the Bible, right? But right now it's the Bible because that's what they're trying to fucking, impose on me. But if it was, if Zoran Mamdani tried to shove a religious text down my throat, he would get the same treatment. I love the guy, but he's not going to do that, But if he wanted to pass a law forcing me to worship or something, he would get a boot in his ass too, okay? It's not about Christianity for me. It's about like, keep your religion. I'm allowed freedom from religion. My religion, right? We're allowed freedom of religion. My religion is get your fucking religion away from me, boss. That's my religion. Like, what religion are you? Get your fucking religion away from me, right? That's it. That's my religion. Get that shit out of my fucking face, boss, right? There you go. Thank you very much, dude. Oh, shit. Dude, Bible-shaped plug, dude. All right. Dude, that could be interesting. Dude, maybe that's what we need, guys. Maybe we need a series of plugs with Bible verses on them, right? Bible verses on the bottom of the plug so the person on the outside looking at the inserted plug can read the Bible verse. Dude, I bet Benny Johnson would be all up in that shit. Bro, dude, he would be buying, like, swiping credit cards. Dude, his wife, his beard would be like, yo, Benny, why is, like, Taboo Video, why is there, like, $72,000 charged on our credit cards? What are you buying over there? And Benny's like, I just bought the whole Bible. Right? One verse at a time, dude. Oh, shit. See, now that I'm into. All right, let's go. Oh, shit. Dude, Bible plugs. The biblical BP, dude. That's what we'll call it, dude. The BBP. The biblical BP. All right? Dude, give me the biblical BP. Congress shall pass no law. Yeah, but you know what it is, though? What it is, Uncle F, is they play legalese, right? You know, right? Like they're like the Constitution says Congress shall pass no law regarding the establishment. But then what they do is they pass a bunch of laws that, like, you know, don't establish the religion, but insert that religion everywhere they can at the youngest possible age, right? It's all like a manipulation game, right? Illegalese, yes. Dude, it's so annoying, man. You know, and now, unfortunately, with the Supreme Court as is, they're gonna get it like fast tracked, right? And I mean, I said this before. The reason why he dismantled the Department of Education, guys, is only one reason. Okay, they talk about education local and all this shit, but the reality is they can put the Bible into schools now. And normally, if you put the Bible into a school, people would sue or whatever. And the Department of Education would be like, whoa, you can't do that, states. You got to respect the Constitution. So we're going to force you to not do that. And so that's why they dismantled the Department of Education. So now they can put the Bible in schools. They can put the 10 Commandments on the wall. They can, you know, impugn the civil rights of the LGBTQ people, and nobody at the Department of Education is going to stop them. Nobody's going to fucking prevent them from doing it. No one's going to require that those local schools follow federal guidelines. They're going to just look the other way. Dude, all I can say is this, guys, is obviously the Bible was not the answer, okay? And how do I know? Because, guys, if we go back 160 years, okay, 165 years, everybody was into the Bible. The Bible was in schools. The Bible was everywhere, okay? Everybody went to church. Everybody, and what else was there? There was slavery, followed by 100 years of segregation and Jim Crow and black codes. Women were being raped and beaten by their husbands. There was rampant child sexual abuse and all other kinds of crime. I mean, obviously, the Bible being the centerpiece of everyone's life did not do anything for us as a society to make us more well-behaved. In fact, we were worse. When people were allowed to, like, use the Bible to justify their terrible actions, like, come on, man. Dude, it's like, come on. That shit is not going to help, boss. It's not. It is not the answer. All right? Oh, shit, boss. Yeah, I mean, the Abrahamic religions are tough. They're like not fucking friendly at all, dude. So what did we miss with Candy O? Oh, we got to look at this Trump thing, dude. All right, we're not going to get to the Ron DeSantis thing, I don't think, tonight, but I wanted to. But look at this shit, dude. I read this, and like, guys, this shit is crazy. Like, those of us who were around during the WMD era of Bush 2, right? Like, reading this is like, what is this? What is this tweet, guys? This tweet is like, we have a madman at the helm. All right? Dude, look at this shit. Venezuela is completely surrounded by the largest armada ever assembled in the history of South America. It will only get bigger, and the shock to them will be like nothing they have seen before until such time as they return to the United States of America all the oil, land, and other assets that they previously stole from us. What in the actual fuck? The illegitimate Maduro regime is using oil from these stolen oil fields to finance themselves, drug terrorism, human trafficking, murder, and kidnapping, from the theft of our assets and many other reasons, including terrorism, drug smuggling, and human trafficking. The Venezuelan regime has been designated a foreign terrorist organization. Therefore, today I'm ordering a total and complete blockade of all sanctioned oil tankers going into and out of Venezuela. The illegal aliens and criminals that the Maduro regime has sent into the United States during the weak and inept Biden administration are being returned to Venezuela at a rapid pace. America will not allow criminals, terrorists, or other countries to rob, threaten, or harm our nation, and likewise not allow a hostile regime to take our oil, land, or any other assets, all of which must be returned to the United States immediately. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Donald J. Trump, the bullshit artist of the United States. But dude, what fucking oil did these guys steal, bro? They have not stolen any of our oil or our land or fucking our assets. Right? What are they fucking, what is he even talking about? This is completely an Epstein is, right? This is Epstein is dropping in 2 days. And like, I need to like blow up like a building somewhere in order to prevent this from happening. Dude. Yeah, I know, dude. What land? Like, can we see, let's look and see if somebody has any answers here. Right? Edging closer and closer to a full-blown war, right? Does anyone even talk, right? Declaring a blockade without Congress is crazy. I mean, this is what's so crazy too, is these decisions are like, you need Congress for this shit. You can't just, like a president can't just roguely blockade an entire fucking country on a whim. You know what I mean? Take our oil. Right? Venezuela is completely surrounded. I mean, yeah, dude. All right. Dude, what's crazy is here's where the fucking drugs come from, bro. And he just pardoned a huge drug kingpin. Dude, return our oil. Right? What did they steal from us? Right? And again though, dude, it's like they want to take the oil, man. Right? They want to take the oil. The United States has never owned oil fields in Venezuela. Has no claim to Venezuelan oil. Okay? Right? So now there are oil companies that like may think they have some claim, but it's literally, you know what it is though, guys? It's literally like Trump is unilaterally acting on behalf of his billionaire donors. And he's like, wait, my billionaire donors need a piece of your oil, so therefore I'm going to weaponize the entire U.S. military to help my billionaire donors, like, take your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I know there's more. There's oil, there's minerals, there's like all kinds of natural resources, right? I mean, guys, anywhere where you have oil, you have other minerals, okay? Mining is mining, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit is like in close proximity, right? I mean, it's, and not only that though, I feel like, I don't know, like the U.S., we've had a long history of, also sort of like either occupying or destabilizing South America. You know what I mean? Like, dude, the Venezuela is prime real estate, guys. It is. It is prime real estate, okay? Like the proximity to the Caribbean and like the halfway point from like the US to Africa. Like it is like the mouth of the Mississippi. It's like what New Orleans was back in the 1800s. You know what I'm saying? Whoever controlled New Orleans controlled the entire pipeline up the country. And I feel like Venezuela is like, it's like a fucking, a significant PowerPoint, right? Minerals, oil, and shipping, right? That you like, it's like a huge like shipping pinpoint. You know what I'm saying? That feeds like huge shipping lanes. You know what I mean? It's like right there on the top of South America. It is like the hub of all the fucking shipping that goes on through the Caribbean and all that stuff. And in fact, if we controlled the shipping that landed in Venezuela, I would imagine at some point they'd be able to make the people in Panama heal as well, right? Because remember how he wanted to go to war over the Panama Canal? And like, okay, well, we don't have the Panama Canal, but we're going to take the one shipping spot that everybody's going to come through once they get through the canal, right? You know what I mean? It's like they're going to take the other hub on this side of the Panama Canal that feeds everything else from it, you know? Like, dude, it's just so shitty, bro. And then they're disguising it under like, ooh, we don't like this leader. Now, I'm not going to defend Maduro because I don't think the people in Venezuela like him. But it's also like, dude, a lot of people don't like, you know, Vladimir Putin, who's starting a fucking war and threatening all of Europe. Like, if we're going to take out a dictator, I mean, we should be taking out Putin, right? He's the one doing the most damage internationally, using up everybody's resources, threatening the Ukraine, threatening all of Europe. Like, if you want to take out a dictator, right, who's controlling the Panama Canal? They are, Badger, right? So there was a lease on the Panama Canal, and then it went to the Panamanian government. But, like, the Chinese have some ports down there, and so Trump is, like, trying to use the fact that Chinese have some ports down there as like, oh, China's going to take the canal, right? But it's Panama. It went back to them after the lease was up, right? Like, we controlled it for a long time. There was like a long lease, right? Dude. Yeah. Dude, the insanity. Oh, I know. The statement, right, Brown Bird? Yeah. Dude, this statement, where is it? Or what did I do with it? This statement is extra batshit because it's literally like accusing this country of stealing from us. Like, you know what I mean? It is literally like, like not even your neighbor. It's like going like 5 neighborhoods away and just going to someone's house and being like, you stole all my fucking money. You stole all my land. And the people there are like, are you on drugs? What are you fucking talking about, bro? Right? Dude, what is going on with these people? Dude, declaration of war, but look at this. This is it, guys. Epstein files, boss. Epstein files. Dude, Epstein files. Epstein. 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 Oh, you know that song, Jolene? Jolene, 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 Jolene. Dude, we need to Epstein that. Epstein, 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 Epstein. You're like, dude, what tune? I can't hold a tune right now. I haven't slept. I'm getting a crown put on my tooth tomorrow, right? I cracked a tooth like a week ago, and so tomorrow morning I'm going to edit all night, and then I'm going to go get a crown put on. And then, you ready for this? My insurance doesn't cover crowns, of course, right? So I have to pay for the crown out of pocket because my insurance will only cover a stainless steel crown, So if I put a big, ugly hunk of stainless steel in my mouth, they'll pay for it. And I even called them and said, can you just pay the amount you would pay for the stainless steel for my porcelain crown? And they said no, because they don't want you to use it. So they make it so, yeah, we'll pay for the ugliest shit. We'll pay to put a hunk of stainless in your mouth. And like those fuckers, dude, fucking scoundrels. It is, dude. Insurance is a con. But I can't complain though, because even though my dental does that, like my actual health insurance is really good, dude. Okay, it is. My health insurance is pretty primo, and I can afford to swipe that on a credit card. You want to mess up that pretty smile, dude? My teeth are fucked up though, dude. I probably should have just put the stainless steel in there. I mean, it's all the way in the back. But dude, I'm gonna leave my fucked up teeth fucked up. Right? UW Dental School. Oh, 650 crowns. Might be worth a drive up here. Nah, I'm getting it done tomorrow. Dude, it's not that much. It's like $1,200. I mean, which is unfortunate, but like, dude, I just throw everything on a credit card. I don't fucking care. Right? Care credit? No, I just use my American Express. Right? Dude, I don't fucking care. I'm fine. I'll be out of debt sometime in the next couple months, and so we'll be all right. But I was a little disappointed. You put gold crowns in the back. Let's go. Yeah, see, they only cover those stainless, which is like, the stainless is like ugly. Like stainless is only used on like baby teeth. Okay, they put stainless on kids' baby teeth because those teeth fall out. Dude, Tooth Fairy money. Let's go, Furrow. Thank you. Work hard, all power to me. Thank you, Tom Jones. Appreciate you. Dude, yeah, no, our healthcare sucks. You got a root canal? Oh, shit, dude. 230? Oh, shit. 1,200? That'll buy 2 bags of groceries. Dude, let's go. Well, the thing is, guys, is like, so I'm a Raider season ticket holder, but the Raiders have been so bad that I haven't traveled. So I have some extra income from that. Like, actually, my fucking Raiders ticket sales have easily covered my crown. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right financially, finally. I mean, for the last 2 years, it sucked. I was living on credit cards, but, right? Gen X people have fucking screwed up teeth, steel braces. Yeah, I never got braces. Like, dude, for me, my teeth were like, mine were messed up from liquid tetracycline. So my teeth have always been pretty healthy, like solid wise. Mine have just been ugly, okay? Because when I was a kid, I had the croup really bad, and they gave me a liquid tetracycline to get over the croup. But what they didn't tell us is they knew that if you give a young person liquid tetracycline, when their baby teeth fall out, their real teeth come in stained. Like, my teeth were so dark. And now I've like bleached them. I went through a bleaching phase with like inserts, I don't know, 10 years ago when I was an actor. I bleached them to the fucking hilt to remove a lot of that staining, and they're still pretty stained. But when I was a kid, man, they were like so dark that I got called N-word teeth. Like, I got called a racial slur, guys, as a kid. Even though I was white, they called me a racial slur teeth. Okay? It was fucking brutal, right? It was like brutal, dude. It was some gnarly shit. I was so self-conscious of that shit. Like, not fucking happy about it, right? Dude, let's go. Yeah, dude, it was fucking brutal, man. Like, not everybody did that, but there were moments. I had a couple years where some kids were pretty nasty about that. But fuck them, boss. Right? Like, now I'm invincible. Those fucking shitters. stuck a baby bottle full of soda in front of you. Oh, shit. Yeah, dude, the tetracycline. See, the problem I had, though, guys, with the tetracycline, here's the problem I had, is if you had that shit before, like, the 1940s, fine. But by the time you got to the 60s, they knew, guys, the doctors that prescribed that tetracycline knew you were going to have stained teeth. The government that, like, allowed that transaction to happen knew you were going to have stained teeth. And then they didn't do anything about it later, okay? Because they can, like, there is a process where you can inject inside the tooth and get rid of the stains from the inside out. They developed that in the, like, I don't know, mid 80s or 90s, but they didn't, okay? They did not, like, retroactively fix our teeth, right? Tetracycline was for, it depends. I mean, it was a liquid antibiotic that was really powerful. So, like, somebody there, Brownbird said penicillin allergy, pneumonia, bronchitis, right? You would get tetracycline. Mine was croup. Basically, anyone who had a really bad chest malady, tetracycline was the antibiotic for chest coughs or chest things. And because I was a baby of a mother who smoked her entire pregnancy, I grew up with a lot of lung problems. As a kid, I had the croup. I had, like, you know, chronic bronchitis. Dude, I had bronchitis. Like, she smoked all through the pregnancy, and they both smoked in the house, chain smoked. So as a kid, I had bronchitis. I missed, like, I don't know, every 2 months, I missed like 10 days of school because I always had bronchitis. Like, gnarly, dude. Dude, gnarly fucking bronchitis because of their fucking smoking. Shitters, bro. Fucking idiots, boss. Oh, shit. Let's go. Let's go. Your Medrol, due to your bronchitis. See, I don't have it now, though, guys. It's wild. I quit smoking, and I quit smoking, when was it? 15 years ago? It's been 15 years, no cigarette smoking. I did smoke my whole life, but I quit smoking. When I first quit smoking, I did the gym for several years. I did step aerobics for like 2 years. And then I did Bikram yoga, okay? Really hot yoga, Bikram yoga, where you cut off the blood supply to different parts of your body. And dude, that shit, like, it changed my lungs, man. Like, now I don't really get lung sickness that much. I have a kind of a constant, I guess, congestion. Not really congestion, but I have a constant, like, I don't know. I think I have a little bit of a constant phlegm sort of thing. I'm constantly expelling phlegm, but it's better to expel it than to, like, hold it. Like, if you have a lung thing and you cough shit up, it's way better for you long term than if you don't cough. Like, the people that cough shit up and get that shit out do much better long term as far as, like, you know. But I am also, though, because of my smoking, I am also in a like a lung cancer sort of pilot program that hopefully won't get canceled by Trump's bullshit cuts. But I'm in a program that gives me special screenings, like yearly screenings, looking for early detection for lung cancer and shit. So that's pretty good, right? You know, which is nice. And hopefully, though, that doesn't get canceled, right? Like, I'm pretty blessed. Like, my insurance right now is like I'm lucky. I'm lucky to have the insurance I have right now. It's like some pretty good shit. Right? You smoked for 10 years, glad you quit? Yeah. Dude, smoking cigarettes was, like, hard, man. It's hard. Keep your mouth clean. Inhaling liquids and food by mistake means pneumonia. All right, I'll keep my mouth clean. Dude, I have a dirty fucking mouth, though, bro. Motherfuck. Dude, kidding. All right. Dude, I'm gonna go make some videos, guys. You ready to dance or what? You ready for a fucking dance party, boss? Like, you work for UPS, best insurance, good, Gen X, good, right? Wash it out, dude, wash it. Dude, I wash my shit out. Dude, I brush my teeth like so often. Dude, I brush my teeth like 5 times a day, guys. I do. I'm a compulsive like toothbrusher. I don't really floss very often, but I brush my teeth like all the fucking time, boss. I do. I like brushing my teeth, man. I don't know what it is, dude. I like them. I can feel when they're not clean, right? And like I like them to be clean. I like them to be fucking, yeah, baby. Water pick thingies. Yeah, Jenny uses a water pick. I don't use a water pick. I don't know. My mouth is pretty blessed. Like I got strong gums. And I'll tell you right now, like the tooth that cracked, I'll tell you why the tooth cracked, guys. Okay? The tooth that cracked was from eating uncooked pasta, which I've done for 40 years, guys, of taking like a handful of elbow macaronis uncooked and just chewing them. It was the uncooked pasta that did me in, boss. I don't know why. I always liked just eating elbow macaroni straight out of the bag as like a snack food. I know it sounds mental, but I've been doing that for 40 years. And that's what fucked up this tooth, boss. Right? You know, that's what did it. And so now I'm not eating uncooked pasta anymore. Right? Oh, shit, boss. Let's go. Dude, after they do the crown, though, I'll floss. You know when I normally floss, guys? Here's what I do. You ready? So what I normally do is this, is I don't really floss that often unless I get something stuck in there, or if my gums hurt, I'll floss them. But I use a whitening toothpaste and I brush obsessively, okay? And then when I make a dentist appointment, I'll floss for like several weeks up until I go to the dentist to sort of like get my gums through the bleeding phase and kind of like, you know, so I don't get completely chewed out by the dentist. Right? And then I go in and the dentist is like, dude, you need to floss. And I'm like, I know, I'm really going to turn it around this time. And then I go back to doing my same old shit. And so, like, I don't know. That's just the way I went. And I might lose my teeth because of it, but, like, whatevs. They make false ones. I'll suffer through the pain. I have a system that works for me, and it's not perfect, but here we are. Excessive brushing removes enamel. All right, that's okay. Let's go. Dude, hey, man, I'm not here to have a perfect experience, and I'm not afraid of a little pain. So, like, we go and we go. Those flossing sticks, I know I have flossing sticks. Right? Let's go. Japan could regrow teeth. Let's go. Dude, we did. We met the goal. Right? Canada, you have to sign a release to do Bikram. Yeah, no, Bikram is very intense, guys. Bikram is, it's like serious shit. Right? It is. It is serious fucking shit. Bikram is. It's fucking, right? It is. It's like intense. I'm actually thinking about doing it again. I did it for like a year and a half in, you know, like when I was going through, like right after I did EMDR, right after I like kind of like went toe to toe with my sexual abuse and excised some of those demons and healed that shit out and confronted my family. I did Bikram for like a year and a half to sort of like I wanted to get some of that out of my body, right? Not recommended when you're over 55. Yeah, I know, but I don't really pay attention to those recommendations. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I live my life. I trust my body, right? I feel like my body, if it's too much, my body will tell me. I'm not going to go full tilt, though. I'm probably going to go, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go, like, I don't know, a couple times a month, right? I've just been wanting to fucking get back into it a little bit. I like that shit. I like those really stern, austere, because it's quite a workout in its own way, you know? I mean, because the whole thing about Bikram is you cut off blood flow to parts of your body, and then you let go of that restriction, and the blood floods it, and it's fucking really good shit, right? Be careful. Yeah, I'm careful, dude. I'm in good health. I'm in good health, and I have a good relationship with my body, right? I know how to like pay attention to my body. I do. It's one thing I've cultivated is a listening. You gotta learn to listen to your body, I think, as people. And like my thing is I could be wrong, right? Am I having a root canal? No, I'm just getting a crown put on. No root canal. There's enough tooth substance there for them to put a crown on. But what I was going to say about health as you get older, that there's a lot of recommendations about this, that, exercise, this, that, and the other. But I think, guys, there are 3 important things as you get older with your health. Like, one is you do have to have some physical activity. You can't just be fully stagnant, right? You have to have like some kind of physical activity, and you have to listen to your body, okay? If your body is being overworked by your physical activity, you got to listen. If your body is telling you like, wow, I need a stronger back, you got to listen, right? So you have to listen to your body, and you have to challenge it a little before it's too late. You want to start it in your 40s or 50s and not in your 70s, okay? Because like it starts rapidly like disintegrating, okay? So that's one, okay, is you got to listen to your body, and you got to like exercise it and take care of it. But number 2, I believe you have to get the trauma out of your body. I believe that if you remove the trauma from your body with fucking acupuncture, cupping, body work, meditation, yoga, if you get the trauma, EMDR, you get the trauma out of your body, your body has much more longevity, because that unhealed trauma, that if you let that be in your body, it will fuck you up. Okay, long term, trauma out of your body should be your number 1 concern. I think your number 2 concern is your stress. This is my 3rd thing, stress management. Okay, and finding a way to not have your stress be something that you just store in your body. Okay, because a lot of people do that if they're not getting body work, if they're not doing yoga or some type of, Tai Chi can be very good. I think, I don't know where it is on the trauma thing, but Tai Chi is good for focusing energy in your body. And if you focus the energy in your body will keep your energy moving. But I think like stress management, if you dump your stress into your body, it's going to become physical ailments like down the road, right? So I focus on trauma out and stress management. Those are my number 2, my 2 main ones. And then I also, try to get a little bit of physical activity. I'm going to probably increase my physical activity a little bit. I'm a little stagnant, obviously, like editing and fucking streaming. Like my physical activity kind of sucks. I need to walk more, and I have weights downstairs. I can do that shit. But trauma out, stress manage, right? I spend a lot of time trying to manage sort of stress management. It's really important. It's really important, dude. And Ron, I was thinking about that because Ron, I know that if you're still here, Ron, I know you're going through some shit with your mom, and you're probably in a very stressful situation. And so I hope you have access to like acupuncture, or you can go see a massage therapist, or, some type of gentle yoga or something you're comfortable with. I hope you're having access to something that like you're not taking all that shit on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure you are in a pressure cooker, right? Like navigating like a dying parent in close proximity to you. Like, man, dude, that's like, not to mention whatever, complex shit you may have in your relationship that's getting triggered up by that, or childhood shit. Like, man, crazy, boss. Dude. Oh, Dude, it turns out it was a health scare. Oh shit. So dude, so she's not dying? Like, dude, let's go, Ron. All right. Getting away from your toxic, abusive family, that's good. That's good. Good boundaries. Let's go. Dude, let's fucking hear it for Ron, bro. Ron, that is good news. Dude, because that shit is stressful. She's too mean to die. Dude, it's the way my dad was. Dude, he was a mean son of a bitch, dude. He lived to be into his 90s. Massage for your back? Yeah. I have a massage therapist, like a body worker who does like hot stone work, and she does cupping, and she does like nerve massages. Like she massages the nerves in my fucking neck and my head, and she does abdomen massages. Dude, she is incredible. I see her every week. I see her fucking every week, this massage therapist. It's like my only expense. I forego a social life to see the massage therapist every week. That's my thing. I do politics and I get body work. That's it. Hookers are great. Hey man, if you're into that, have at it, dude. Dude, for me, I've got a loving relationship, so we're good on that one. Right? Let's go. Seemed out of breath when I first started doing the dance party. I know, dude, my breath has gotten better just from the dance party. Dude, I love massage. Thought I said my dad didn't die. No, so my dad, here's what might happen with my dad. I got word my dad was dead. I started contacting attorneys, thinking there was going to be probate and all this shit. I couldn't find reliable information that my dad was dead. I looked up his brother, who is an abusive motherfucker, a guy I don't like, but I reached out to him anyway, and of course he's a total MAGA shithead. I found out my dad was still alive, so then I called my dad and I spoke to him in hospice. He had been in hospice for like a year. And then after that, I got word again that my dad is no longer responding, and then every time I've called him since, it's gone straight to there's no voicemail. You can't leave a voicemail and you can't get through. The number was still connected. So I think he's dead now, but I don't know. I kind of assume he is, and I'm fine with just letting it be. I mean, we had the conversation. I called him. We talked. You know, the only relationship I want with my dad is this picture. I'm good with the picture, boss. Right? I'll take my memories of like, you know, the good shit I got from my dad. And you know, he made some choices to die alone. He did. He made some choices to abandon me when he found out I had been sexually abused, and to play this game of I'm never going to talk to you again. And so I kind of let him die then. And so I'm good with where we're at. I have chosen, instead of worrying about that, I took the good from the man. I don't hate him. I got rid of all the animosity and the rage and all that. And I really took the good shit from him. And I've accepted that he wrote me off because of his wounds, not me. I'm not a failure. I didn't do anything wrong. He made some choices and he chose to like kind of die alone. But that's his problem. He chose it. But you know what I've done is I'm different with my son. Okay. I'm close to my son and I'm there and I am like present, and I'm always going to be that. I'm always going to cultivate a relationship with my own kid. And so like I'm getting a father by being one, and by, you know, growing with a son who like is helping me grow as a human as well. You know what I'm saying? The boundary just needed to happen. You know what I mean? You can't go to a memorial service. Dude, yeah, the thing about this, guys, is it's cool. I didn't go to my mom's funeral, and I'm not going to go to my dad's funeral. And guys, I don't fucking regret it. Okay? I do not regret not going to my mom's funeral at all, dude. I don't regret it. Not a whit, bro. It was like, because the whole thing would have been some fake bullshit where we pretend like we don't have all this pain in the family. I was like, dude, no, I'm going to take a rain check. And not only that, though, she had 6 kids, Okay, she did. She had 6 kids, 2 of whom, you know, sexually abused me. But she had 6 kids that like grew up with my dad, where even though I was the youngest, I had way more power than them. It was a very political environment. And so I kind of feel like the funeral was better for them with me not being there. If I had been there, it would have been a different funeral for them. They got to have a funeral for their mother without like the fucking king of their stepfather being there. You know what I'm saying? I think in a way it was good for me because I didn't go back and pretend bullshit. And they got to have it without me, which I think was probably better for them. You know what I mean? Because like, I don't know, man. There was a power dynamic in my family that because of my authoritarian father and me being his kid, I had way more power than my siblings did. And it was like real painful for them a lot of the time, you know? And as a kid, I learned how to work the politics of it. And I definitely used it to my advantage, right? Because I'm like a power lever player. Okay. So as a kid, I took advantage of that power a lot. And it like, you know, I mean, dude, it was probably not, I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did. I took advantage of that power, dude. I did, you know, but now I'm like letting them, you know, I'm not going to do it now as an adult, right? I'm just going to let it go. But as a kid, I used to negotiate, you know, because like I was the answer. Even when they were in high school, if they wanted the car for the weekend or whatever, they knew I could get them the car. Like I could get my dad to give them the car, or I could make sure he wouldn't give them the car. So then I extracted things. Like when they went with the date to the drive-in movie, they took me along and gave me money for concessions, and I got to run rampant, you know, as a second grader through the drive-in movie and get into all sorts of trouble, and they would cover me because they got shit. Like I did that kind of shit. Or I would get massages, you know what I'm saying? I would get massages like, oh, you need a favor? Okay. I want massages and I want you doing my chores. Right? Dude, you know what I mean? Like I was fucking, you know, I mean, I worked it, dude. Probably shouldn't have done it, but like, fuck, dude. I was getting, you know, I was getting worked over too. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to take advantage of this power. Dude, you know? I mean, dude, we're kids. What are you going to do? We're all just trying to survive, right? Let's go. Oh, shit. Dude. Dude, GOP, dude, fuck the GOP, man. Dude, seriously. All right? Oh, shit. All right. Funerals for the living, the dead aren't around anymore. Dude, yeah, you know. Dude, I don't know. I went to a lot of funerals as a kid. I was never a fan, dude. They all seemed like pretty phony for the most part, right? Funerals are where, you know, like as a kid, I'd see like a nasty fucking uncle or something, somebody who was just the biggest piece of shit. And then we go to his funeral and everyone's like, oh, he was such a great man. And as a kid, I'd be like, no, he wasn't. Like he was fucking terrible. He beat his kids. He was drunk all the time. He hit his wife. He cheated on her. And now that he's dead, you're acting like he was good. He was fucking horrible. What is this shit? Dude, I hated that, bro. They were like, you know what I mean? It was all like, dude, it's like fucking emotional, like reputation laundering is what it is. Don't speak ill of the dead. Dude, I'll speak ill of the dead. Fuck that, bro. Dude, I will fucking, right? Dude, I'm not reputation laundering people, right? All right, you ready? Let's fucking dance, baby. I gotta go. I gotta make some videos. I got a dental appointment in like 5 hours. 4.5 hours. Go. Oh, shit. You like that? Oh, Lord. Oh, dude. Yeah, Dustin, that's rough, bro. All right. Everybody get your stretch on. Oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your first time here? Let's go. All right. Let's go. Welcome. Dude. You're on the West Coast? Yeah. I'm on the West Coast too. I'm trying to get earlier. I want to start stream earlier, guys. I want to do like 9 to midnight is what I really want to do. Pacific time, 9 to midnight or 8 to 11. I would love to get going. So we're gonna fucking see if I can get a little earlier. I know that might fuck with your late night shit, but I'm trying to get on an earlier schedule, right? Just so I could reach. I'd like to reach a bigger audience, you know, right? And so why don't I is because I'm always like super night scheduled. I've often worked nights and I've often been a late night person. You know, when I recorded music, I was always up all night. I'd record from like 2 in the morning to 10 in the morning. You know, and that's the thing though, is if I want to expand this, I need to get into a bigger pool of people, right? That's just it. Like if I want to build this thing to have like 5,000 viewers, I got to be at a time when there's like 5,000 viewers available to watch, you know? And so I'm going to have to move there eventually. Like, it's just a matter of getting it done, right? But it's hard for me, though, because I like the 3 in the morning, right? 8 to 11 is what I'm after, right? Because I want to go big, man. I want to go big, guys. I do. I feel like we have the capacity to build a really huge, like, audience here. And the streaming is my favorite part. Right? You know, I'm a better streamer than I am like a video maker. You know, like Brian Tyler Cohen, like he and, you know, Keith Edwards, they make these really great videos, but I'm like a live streamer who makes videos out of the live stream, but it's the live streaming is where my fucking energy comes in. And so I want to make that big, right? I want to make that big, you know? You know what I mean? All right. So eventually we're getting there. We're going to get there eventually. All right. All right. You guys ready? Oh, baby. Oh, ready? Let's go. And I mean, the stream will still be there. You just won't get it live all the time. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll do like one late night a week, like a Friday night where I go late night or something. You know what I'm saying? So all the late night people, we can have that every week, right? That's what I used to do when I did Fortnite, right? Is the way I made myself big in Fortnite is I streamed from like 4 to 9 p.m., right? At night. And then on the weekends, I went at like noon or like 1:30 or something like that, right? You know what I mean? Would love to see me break 100,000 viewers. That would be amazing, right? The hate would get to you. Yeah, the hate's hard. You kind of have to get used to that shit, right? Right? You do, dude. It comes with the territory. But dude, I've always been hated, right? Go back to my family. Even when I was back there playing those power games with my siblings, they hated me, right? So I've always been hated. That's something I've always dealt with, right? I had that from the get-go, dude. My dad kind of hated me. He did, dude. I hated him too, so it was all right. You know, we good. I don't mind the hate. I grew up with that shit. Oh, let's go. You ready? You ready to dance? I do, though. I love to dance. Let's get her going. Let's get her going. Oh, dude, Reality Bites, let's go. Thank you. Oh, Trump me. All right, here we go, baby. It's time for a little deja vu. Oh. Oh, shit. Dude, let's go. That'll get you going. Let's find something fucking jammy for our way out here. All right? We're gonna get rid of some of these songs. We're gonna go out. Some of the good shit. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Bigly. We're gonna find a good song to go out on. Something we haven't heard in a while. Oh, shit. February has come. The days away, away. Why listen to what they say? Save yourself for another day. This one's come and it's gone to the wind again. Yeah, again. Just listen and make amends. You've been down for as long as you've ever been. This way's up, but you're down again. just like you to pull off what you thought you couldn't think today. The lost stranger, the wonder familiar face, broken hearts made of pieces that shake. I've had one too many of them. So now we pretend. I've had one too many of them. Just like snow castles, all we drift to the edge. Just like snow castles, all we drift to the edge. Just like snow castles, all we drift to the edge. Just like snow castles, all we drift to the edge. All we drift to the edge. No, we drift. No, we drift to the edge. Just like snow castles. Just like snow castles, how we drift to the edge. How we drift to the edge. Thank you, guys. Oh yeah, that was a shredder. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.
Hey, I just wanna change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. I will never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant truth. I know that you will understand, because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. Hey, I just wanna change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, about you. I would never be